What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's crack-a-lackin'? Konnichiwa. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo allez-vous? Ni hao mai. And all that good stuff. So I have a package here. I had it for a few days. And Sorbo products. So I mentioned that I have a few reviews coming up, and I have some more coming up shortly. It's some brand new products to the market, not even released yet. I'm not going to talk about it just yet because y'all will just have to see it when it gets here. So even though I don't have anything to use this with, this is that stain remover I told y'all about. Now, I do have a job where this would have came in right on time, but the job was finished like a couple months ago. But I didn't charge her for removing the mineral deposits on the bottom floor outside, where the sprinklers just kept hitting the window and whatever else. But it was really, really etched in, and it's a brand new building, and I said, that's a shame. I don't know if there's anything you could do about it per se, because when you have a new building like that, sometimes glass is just tacky. It's not like what it used to be. So they really, really skimping on the materials that they've been making certain glass, because you got glass that ain't worth a hootenanny now, you know? And if you breathe on it, you damn near scratch it, you know? Nah, not really, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's glass out there that is so delicate, it has microscopic debris that was in the heating process of the... glass ain't kosher, man. You know, so you got all different types of severities. But us as window cleaners, that's why we have that damn waiver. We don't guarantee anything because we're not miracle workers. Unless you're a glass restorationist, I really don't want to get into glass restoration because I don't want to get halitosis of the lungs from breathing in all that glass dust, even with a mask on. It's okay to do it every now and again, but that's time consuming. I hear it's bucks in it, but some of you are doing it, I'm sure. But I just want to keep it simple right now. So I'm going to clear my memory because it just said memory full. All right, so I cleared my memory. So let's cut this open. Y'all got to get one of these razors, man. I know if you're a window cleaner, most of us, well, I should hope, unless you're one of those fly-by-nighters, bucket bobs, or Johnny-come-latelys, here and gone tomorrow, charging cheap, and then they're like, well, we haven't seen them. Well, I wonder why. Charging cheap prices, I wouldn't be around much longer either, you know? But most of us have a razor, right? One that fits on a pole is what most of us normally have, because you can use that in the hand and on a pole. With this, you can't. But here's my suggestion. Even if you're a veteran, get one. If you're new, I suggest you get one. You know why? Because it's nothing like having a backup that you can use in your hand, and you don't have to keep taking the scraper off the pole, especially if you're doing construction cleanup. Not only will you blow through blades, you will have a backup blade. It's always good to have two scrapers, you know, that you could just swap out without changing the blade partway through a job. And how I prolong my blades, I like to have two, one on a pole and one in the hand, and for various things like cutting open boxes. But these are double-sided blades, so if I ever have to scrape a window, I have to flip this around. Now, I haven't scraped the window with this in a while, but believe it or not, it is still sharp. Might be rusty, but it's rusty sharp. And yes, I do get tape off with it, and it may look rusty, but I assure you the blade doesn't have any chunks of rust on it, so it won't scratch the glass. But let's get down to brass tacks, because I like to ramble on, and maybe some of you don't like that. Just get to the point. Yeah, all right, we're getting there. Hold your horses. Don't get your panties in a bunch. All right, so this scraper, by the way, is Unger, and I found that this one is the best pocket scraper that one could get. Why? Because it's a nice size. If you go any bigger, I don't think they have pocket scrapers any bigger than 4 inches. But the pocket scrapers are usually 2 inches or maybe 3 at best. I don't know any that are 3 inches, but uh, 1 inch or 2 inches. But either way, you can't go wrong with this because it is flat and it fits right in your side or back pocket or wherever you like to put things in various articles. If there is another pocket scraper that's 4 inches, let me know. What's your experience with it? All right, so let me put this phone down, cut the box open. All right, so we cut the box open. Now, some of you are probably saying, well, if he doesn't have anything to clean with this product, why is he showing us that he has it? I want to know about the product. I want to see how it works. Well, first off, let's read it together so we can know just how it works. And then we'll put it to the test. How's that sound? All right. Oh, look at that. Man, he is nice, man. So, Dane, I just have to tell you, man, I'm glad you still watching the videos, but you mentioned a comment, and I hear what you're saying, though, but I'm not in this for the money, to be honest with you. Just like I ain't doing window cleaning for the money. Yeah, that's a lie. But my mindset is different. I'm not trying to get rich from cleaning windows. If I wanted to get rich, I'd become a rocket scientist or a doctor. All right, so let's just face it. Some of us will never be rich. I'm rich, baby. I'm rich at heart. So he said that Sorbo should pay me because it makes him want to run out and go and get some Sorbo products. Sorbo is a nice guy, and I will never ever put somebody on the spot and tell them they have to pay me to talk about their products, because I'm not here for that. Just like I'm not here on YouTube to make money off of YouTube either, although that would be nice. I mean, who wouldn't want to get paid from YouTube? I don't know enough about it, and I'm not going to bust my brain about it. I make my own money cleaning windows, and that's just fine. But I can't see charging Sorbo after talking to him, or anybody for that fact, because that's just not my M.O. I like to spread knowledge. And, to people that's not even in this trade or inquiring about the trade, because you can never have enough information. Get out of here, Nat. So, yeah, that's nice, man. I got a crap load of these. Now I got a second one, so that'll last me a good while. Oh, you gotta be, excuse my French. You gotta be kidding me. No way. Oh my goodness. Man, you are all right, Mr. Sorbo. Man, you are a gentleman and a scholar, man. He gave me some more of those rubbers of the new formula. Yes, I haven't gotten around to it yet because I don't use Sorbo, to be honest with you, every single day. But I have been using it on bigger jobs where I don't feel like swiveling and I want to keep it simple. But then again, when you're doing straight pulls rubbers, you'd be surprised the longevity that you get out of a rubber if you don't do all that goddamn swiveling. I'm just used to it. Now some people say it seems like a lot of work, but no, it's not. You're doing less movement as far as you're using it on a pole because you got more range of motion. But I don't want to get into Wagtail right now. Let's talk about Sorbo right now. Oh, this Sorbo stain remover is very light, like it's nothing in there. But I gotta tell you, man, I'm a big fan of these pens, man, and these are sharp. I gotta tell you, yes, I deliver pizza at night since COVID. Man, I don't care if I was cleaning toilets. I will still tell y'all. You know why? I ain't ashamed of it. Yes, I deliver pizza in the hood, in Camden, of all places. And I had a lady sign a receipt from the credit card order, right? And this is the first thing that comes out of her mouth. That's a very nice pen. I said, yes, it is. It was a gift. And she almost had pocketed it. You know, some people they do this without thinking. I do it too. Or sometimes I forget to get it, but I ain't forgetting that. But it was nice that he gave me an extra one, an extra two. So if I do forget, I have backup, baby. And this pen actually writes nice, smoother. Now, I flunked penmanship. I could have been a doctor, how my chicken scratch looks. So I'm not a writer. But if you are a writer, you will see that this pen writes smooth. Order some products. Dane, you said it makes you want to go out and buy. Well, I suggest you do just that. Especially that Sorbo S-Arm. I hear a lot of orders is coming in from that product since he's made that. So you better jump on before they sell out, man. You know, and then have him send one of these pens. I'm not sure if he does that with every order, but if he does, man, that is really outstanding. So I have a crap load of rubbers now for my Sorbo. And here's the powder, man. It seems like it's light. Well, I guess it's just as heavy as the soap. Let me put this down, open it up, and see just how much is in there. All right. Just as I thought, it didn't seem full, but I don't know if they ship it like that. I don't know any manufacturer that ships potato chips, products, and things of that nature with it all the way filled up to the gills. You know, because you have to leave a little bit of room to play with. But with this, I can't see why you would need to leave room. But when you get a bag of potato chips and you open it up, what does it look like? A half a bag, maybe even a quarter of a bag on some brands. You got all that bag, but a little bit of chips. Outstanding. So we have about a little over a half, which is fine. I don't know how I will be running through this stuff because it's not every day I'm going to run into mineral deposits. But wait till you see how this stuff works, man. I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks you can use with this. And I don't know any other product that will allow you to do that. But I guess there is some. But I wanted to open this up. Hold on. I wanted to open this up so we can read this together to see how you would use this product and all the uses for it. I know because he told me. Whether or not it's on the bottle. All right, so harmful is swallowed. Yeah, that's with anything with chemicals. We don't need to read that because we hope most of us got a half a brain to know not to swallow this stuff. It contains sulfamic acid. Sprinkle a little on a clean, wet cloth or pour a small amount of Sorbo product into a shallow pan or dish. Wet the cloth, dip the wet cloth in the Sorbo, and apply generous to the surface in a circular motion until the whole area is covered. Okay. Let the area dry for 5 minutes. Wet a sponge and rinse off Sorbo with a wet, clean sponge. For spots and stains that are deeply ingrained, repeat applications may be necessary. Okay. Wipe off with camas or a dry lint-free cloth, whether it be your microfiber or your Wagtails or your scrim, and then dry and polish. All right, let me read that again. Wipe off with a camas after it dries, I think. Or I'll have to experiment. Well, I think I understand. Or dry lint-free cloth, dry and polish. I guess it's just like how you would polish your car. You have it a little bit wet, you put it on like a paste in the circles, let it dry, and then you just, with a clean, yeah, okay, because you're polishing the glass pretty much. For large glass areas, use a light mop. I guess he means a small mop. Okay, I'm assuming that. So, Louis, correct me at the bottom. You have this product. A light mop to apply and wash off Sorbo, squeegee off the window. Okay, if you're using it on a mop, you could wash it off with after you let it dry, you re-wet it and then squeegee it off. I don't know. Dry and polish with a canvas or lint-free. So that means you can't use this product on a pole like I do soft scrub. I'm not sure. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. But I guess I'll just have to experiment for myself to find out. Because I don't know enough people talking about this product. Because I haven't came across it except for Louis. And for removing tape or adhesive, first remove the tape, cellophane, or paper, then clean the area with Sorbo. That's what he was talking about. You can actually use that product dry on a rag. All right, a dry rag. Just pour a little bit on the rag. It may be, you don't need a whole lot, I imagine. You just want a light dusting and put it on a rag. It will get silicone off and tape residue. The only problem you'll have to be concerned about is the dust that it leaves afterwards, which is no big deal because you can just blow on the window and blow the dust off. And if you have to, just take your microfiber towel and slap the window and get the rest of the dust off or lightly brush it off. That's pretty much it. So we're going to see this in action. I used the soft scrub on the bottom of those windows, and it didn't come out too great in the corners because it was almost too far gone. But I wish I would have had that. I probably could have lightened it up even more around the corners, but I got tired of scrubbing, to be honest with you. And if this could save time, soft scrub is a over-the-counter quick thing that works with most things and windows that haven't been cleaned in a long time, so you don't have to steel wool the heck out of the windows or use a separate tool. If you have a mop, you can just pour a line on the mop, and that will be enough to keep you from scrubbing, and you won't really have to use soap. If you're using a water-fed pole, then that's what you do. You can actually put that on your brush. I've mentioned this before, but all right, let me cut this video short, and stay tuned to see if this will remove the rest of those mineral deposits that I didn't get off. And I wasn't too concerned of getting it off because I didn't charge her for it. I did it because she's a good customer of mine. And that's what one does to keep customers locked down. Give them a little bone here and there so they appreciate you, so that they will always be a salesman for you and say, I got a good guy. Why don't you give him a call? But, yeah. Don't mind if I do. Nah, these ain't gonna all fit in here. You see, I got the other one. Every day I use it. Every day. And even when it runs out of ink, I'ma keep it. Why? Because I'm nutty like that. But this is Masters at Wagtail, and I'll see you on the next one.